Hi guys, and welcome back to another Minecraft tutorial. Today we're going to be learning how to build, well, I've got two different versions of the puddle jumper from the Stargate Atlantis series. So I've got a smaller one which is more, this is the kind of closer one to the actual scale where you can actually walk around, but if you go on the inside it's only got one side of the benches and it's only got one seat in the actual pilot seat, so I actually upscaled one as well. So this one's more accurate to the actual size and this one's more accurate to the actual interior. As it has the actual back section, full ramp, all the kind of seating on the sides, and also two places for the actual people to sit in the cockpit. So this one's more kind of closer to it on the inside, and the interior is done. So I've actually used green stained clay for this one. So let's get started. I'm going to build the smaller one first, and then I'm going to build the bigger one. So let's do it. Okay, so we're going to build the smaller one first. What you can do is you're just going to lay down 9 blocks. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You could also build this out of the green wall as well. It's really up to you. I just thought the green stain of clay looked quite cool and it's a bit different as well. So I'm just going to go, now what you can do is you're going to bring this across by 4 blocks. So you're just going to extend all of this by 4 blocks. So you've got 4 blocks in total. And then just fill all this kind of base in solid. So that's just the kind of floor. Then on the front you're going to come in by 1 block and bring this all the way to the back. This will be the first wall. It's the same on the other side. And then you're going to come in by 1 again, and this one's going to go over by 1 block. Just like that. And then in the gap what you're going to do is you're just going to have 2 blocks coming over. Like this. And this is going to be 1 block short again, so you're creating that kind of, not really a curve, but that kind of pattern going up. You're also going to need stone slabs, which I completely forgot about, so you're just going to put these on the sides. Until we get kind of proper coloured slabs, unfortunately stone slabs are kind of going to have to do just like that. And then in between these you're just going to put in your glass. And then all I did for a ramp is I just put in 2 more slabs, so you could actually have more slabs, but it just doesn't look quite right. And then I'll just show you the interior on mine. There's absolutely pretty much no interior on it, just a couple of seats that can have partition here, and that's all I got for that. So let's move on to the bigger one. Okay, so the big one's pretty much exactly the same, just, you know, a bit upscaled. As you can see from the size difference, it is scaled kind of up a bit. So what you're going to do is just going to lay down 10 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is going to be 5 wide in total, so you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So just fill all of this floor in. This is just the floor for the actual craft itself. Just like that. Then on the wall, what you're going to do is you're going to come in 1 from the front, bring this all the way straight back. Same on the other side. And they're going to come in again 1 more block. This time this one's going to go over and actually hang over by 1 block. And then in the kind of middle of it, there's going to be 3 of these blocks. And this is just going to come all the way from the back, and it's going to be 1 block short of the front like this. And then you're going to grab your stone slabs, put these on the side, on both sides of course. For the ramp itself I actually did go with 2 sets of blocks, as it is upscaled. It does look, it fits the actual build itself. And then what we need to do is just need to put on the glass block for the actual front itself. So that's how you do it without the drive pods. So both of them, I'm just going to show you how I did the drive pods on both now. Okay, so for the big ones, drive pods, if you're actually having it flying, if you're having it landing, it's probably best to leave the drive pods out of it. So what you can do is you count from the back, leave 2 blocks, and you're going to go to the third one, and there's going to be 3 of these blocks like this. What you're going to do is you're going to come out as if this one's going to curve it around. It's going to stick over by 1 on this side, and on the other side what you're going to do is you're going to put a glowstone block, and then put a trapdoor like that. So that's how I did that kind of drive pods. The same on the other side as well. So you're going to leave 2 of these, 3 slabs. You're going to come out with your stained clay or whatever you've used, come forwards by 1, and then on the back you're just going to add a glowstone block with a trapdoor on it, or you can just have the glowstone block. For the smaller one it's pretty much exactly the same, except you leave 2 and you just go 2, and you got 4 in total instead of the actual 5 blocks in total that you have on the bigger one. So all I did for the interior on the bigger one is I put in, you know, a couple of chairs at the front and a couple of these. You could, if you wanted to, switch this out. If I just do this on this build quickly, you could switch this out so it's got more of the kind of like panel type thing here. but I wasn't too keen on it when it stops raining, because it kind of makes it doesn't make it look as kind of open as the actual puddle jumper itself, as you can see. So I actually kept it with just going across with glass. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed this tutorial. If you have, make sure you comment, like and subscribe.